Surrealism. This is a movement that started after World War I. It was originally, the name was originally coined by the French poet Apollinaire. He wrote a play, and that was part of the title in the early 20th century, 1901 or so. But it wasn't until the 20s where Andre Breton put together a group of people, like-minded artists, and they formed a manifesto and decided they would try to produce surrealism. It's been described as love of ghosts, witchcraft, occultism, magic, vice, dreams, madness, passions, true or invented folklore, mythology, even mystifications, social or other utopias, real or imaginary voyages, bric-a-brac, marvels, adventures and customs of savage peoples, and generally everything that exceeded the rigid frames in which beauty had been fixed so that it could be identified with the mind. This lengthy description is by Tristan Tzara in an essay he wrote. That description was by Maurice Nadeau in his book called The History of Surrealism that I acquired in 1970 at the LA Art Museum. I've read the book, and it's difficult at best to understand exactly what it is, but nonetheless, I visually am quite attracted to a lot of the artwork that I show here and the various artists. To also include Moreau, Picasso, and Giacometti, which are not really surrealists, but they did surrealistic art. Magritte, however, was associated with a group of surrealists in Belgium, but they communicated with the Paris group run by Andre Breton. The main artists in the surrealist group under Breton were Tristan Tzara, Hans Art, Man Ray, Dali, De Chirico, Yves Tanguy, Max Ernst, and Francis Picabia. Magritte is included, but he was, as I said, from Belgium. The work is always very evocative, it's dreamlike, it's imaginative. It bordered on radical political thoughts, and some say it was favored toward communism, which it abandoned and sort of went away from. They kind of adopted Frida Kahlo as a token member of surrealism, but in her words, she described the group as cuckoo and did not really feel like she was part of the clan. Nonetheless, surrealism continues today with a lot of surrealistic art I've always been very fascinated with. Probably the most technically best painter of the batch, of course, is Salvador Dali. I hope you've enjoyed this naked artist exposure video on surrealism. There's a lot to it. I'll probably make another one and focus on some of the individual artists. But I hope you've enjoyed this one, and please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I'll continue to make some more of them. I'm Preston McCall, and I thank you.